Guys, if you're running a dropshipping store and you don't have your automated email flow set up, then you're leaving money on the table. It can be the difference between you making a profit and you making a loss. That is how important these email flows are, so you don't want to skip this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how I generate over $800 for every $1 spent on Klaviyo. And the best part about this, well, I created these automated email flows 4 years ago and rarely have to update them. So once they're set up and running, you can sit back and relax and watch the sales roll in. And of course, in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to create your first sign up forms. I'll then show you how to create your automated email flows so that you can see 800x returns just like I did in November. So before I jump into this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Not only does it help me, but it also helps other dropshippers find my channel. So right here we have the Klaviyo dashboard, and I'm just going to hit the refresh button. And as you can see, I have one filter selected from November 1st, 2023 to December 1st, 2023. And you can see I generated about $25,000. And here's the payment history for my Klaviyo account. Let me just hit the refresh button for you guys, and as you can see, I'm paying about $30 a month, and in November I generated around $25,000 US. That's an insane return on investment, guys, and I want you guys to start making more money with your store. So once you have Klaviyo installed on your Shopify store, we're going to go over to sign up forms here. Basically, without a sign up form, none of your visitors can sign up to your email list. And so I have two sign up forms here which are live. One is the sign up form pop-up and one is the embedded footer form. And in this video, we're just going to go through the pop-up form because that's the one that's performing the best. And so what we can do is click create sign up form, and there are many templates out there that you could just simply click and it'll basically generate that for you, and then you could customize it. So we want to collect emails, phone numbers, yes and no, but I don't collect phone numbers. Let's just leave it as that for now. But basically you're trying to find something that's simple and mobile friendly. Because remember, 80% of your customers are going to come from mobile if you're running paid ads. I always like a pop-up with a friendly image or one that's welcoming and inviting. So let's go with this one here. Click this, name. We're just going to call it sign up form pop-up. And then we're going to assign it to a list. Now this subscriber list I've already created, but if you don't have one, then you're going to create it over lists and segments. So basically any visitors that signs up to your pop-up form will be assigned to this email list newsletter, and this will be useful later down the line. So I'm going to click create form. So once we have this page, I'm going to click the mobile view and see how it looks. So unfortunately the mobile view doesn't have an image, but it's not the end of the world. So let's focus on the desktop view and make our adjustments. The pop-up works, select an option, that's good. Right image, background color, background image, overlay color, drop shadow, this is all fine. And corner radius. Now if your website has sharp corners, then this should be 0 pixels, but if your website doesn't have sharp corners, then you want to make it rounded. You want everything to be on brand, so even the corners matters. So there's a bunch of settings that you can play around with here, but I'm not going to go through every setting in this video, otherwise it's going to take forever. Next, we want to make sure all our fonts are on brand, including the headline and paragraph text. Now if your font isn't in this drop down menu, then you can simply add the font. But in this example, I'm just going to use Badana. So now that I've changed that, it's time to change your offering. Now usually I give a big offer on a welcome email, and that could be 5, 10, 15%. It depends on what your prices are, your markups, and how much you're willing to give. I also like to include a bit more information in the paragraph so that your customers know what to expect when they sign up to your newsletter. And next we want to change this button color to match your colors on your website. For now I'm just going to leave it as black. As black works. Corner radius 0, 0. So now that we've finished the design of this, we want to go to the rules. We don't want this pop-up to appear instantly when a visitor appears on a page. We want there to be a delay. So you could have an after time delay of like, let's say 15 seconds, or after visitors scroll down by 40%. And then this, we can just have it appear after 7 days. Perfect. Now that we've finished designing the email opt-in, check that it looks fine on desktop and mobile. Once you're happy with this, it's time to design the success page. So on the success page, you can add your coupon here, and it could be manually created on your Shopify store, and then you plug it into here. You also want to make sure that your customers confirm the email so that you can send them future emails. So once that's finished, you want to click the publish button and make it go live. But what I also like to do when creating something new is look at inspiration elsewhere. So I'll simply just write sign up newsletter pop-up examples, scroll down and see what other people are doing for their pop-ups. 20% off site wide. Would you like to save 10% on your order today? The problem with this pop-up here is that they're not offering any discount code or gift when signing up. This will decrease the likelihood of capturing new emails and getting the sales that day. By offering a discount code when visitors sign up to your newsletter, you are increasing the chances of them signing up and making a purchase today. And by capturing their email, you also have the potential to send them promotional emails to increase your customer lifetime value. So in this example here, they're actually offering 15% off when customers spend $60 or more. This is a very smart way to increase your average order value, so this is something you can try. So there are many examples that you can go through, but for the purpose of this video, we're just going to leave it as that. I'm going to head back to Klaviyo. So the first ever email flow that you need to set up is your welcome series. So what we can do is create flow, let this load, and you can either create it from scratch or you can select one of their ones. So we go to here, welcome series. So we can leave the name as it is and then ignore the text for now. And then next we want to set the trigger to the newsletter email list. Once that's done, create flow. Now that we have this welcome series flow generated by Klaviyo, we're just going to edit a few things. So when someone is added to the newsletter, they then go through this, has placed an order at least once over all time, which is very unlikely. So let's deal with this one first. So no, they have never bought from us. So the first thing we want to change in this email is the subject line. We want to change the 20% off to 10% off because that's what we're offering. And then remove one of the stars and that's it. I found that subject lines with emojis and a discount works best. I usually leave the preview text as blank and then we can click save. So once we finish editing the subject line, it's time to edit our email template. In all honesty guys, you can just leave the paragraph text as it is because it is a template from Klaviyo and they've probably provided us with the best paragraph. Just make sure to change the coupon code and also plug your logo in at the top of the page. And also make sure the product selection down here is set to dynamic so that it will automatically choose products from your store. And again, what I usually do is I go to Google and find inspiration. Simply just search that 10 best welcome email examples 2024. You basically just want to get inspiration on how they structure their welcome email, what they're including, how they're writing, the tone of voice, images they include, and stuff like that. Once you finish designing your email, hit the save button and you'll be taken to a preview screen. On the screen, just check all the details are correct and then click done when you're happy. Now that we've finished designing our first email, it's time to make it go live. If you don't make it go live, it won't actually push out to your customers. Now it's time to design our second email in the welcome flow. In this template, the second email is a social media related email. However, I like to send out an email written by the CEO, which is basically myself. And in this email, you want to thank your customers for signing up and supporting your brand. You also want to take this opportunity to talk about why you started your brand in the first place and mention your brand's motto. This is to give your brand a human touch and it will make your brand stand out from the other dropshippers out there. I'm not going to go through this email, but basically it's just a paragraph text from you and it's pretty simple and straightforward. And if you guys want to send out a third email or fourth email in this welcome flow, this is how you're going to do it. You basically add a time delay and then you're going to duplicate your welcome to email that has the same look and feel and then drag it down and that'll be your third email that you'll edit. Now that we've created your welcome series, you need to test the flow out by visiting your website, signing up via the pop-up form, and checking your inbox for your welcome email. Once that works, you then want to set up your abandoned cart flows, your browser abandonment flows, customer thank you flows, happy birthday emails, and customer win back. The 3 most important flows you need to set up are the top 3 here, and as you can see, they've been pulling in the most revenue. So I'm going to just open an abandoned cart flow for you guys. So in my abandoned cart flow, I have 4 emails that gets triggered over the span of a few days. So the first email that gets sent out is this payment issue one. In this email, I address any possible payment issues that they may be facing at checkout, which is causing them to leave. In most cases, your customer needs to use another debit or credit card or use the PayPal payment option to complete their purchase. And after an hour, they'll receive a second abandoned cart email with a bigger offer. We'll then send a third email out 9 hours later, just in case the customer was busy at work or they were out with their family or friends. And last but not least, we got the final abandoned cart email, and this is basically for any customer who didn't purchase with the previous coupons. You basically want to give out the best offer you can and try to get them back. Hopefully they come back and buy from you guys. Of course, with this offer, you need to make sure that you're still profiting and that your margins allow for it. And that's it guys. Once you have set up all your automated emails, you should be able to boost your revenue with these flows. If after a week they are not working, then you need to identify where the issues are in your funnel and resolve them. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe for more content. Peace.